Hi everyone, it has been a while, but I wanted to do this video as a final video of the year to kind of reflect on this year for myself and hopefully for others who need that push to reflect. It's been a crazy year to say the least. I've had a lot of good, all thanks to God first and foremost, and for, the great people in my life, my family, my friends, everyone that I love and adore. And there were some bad, but I think that's normal. I tell myself that now, but when I'm in a bad situation, I have a completely different mentality, which is horrible. But, we have to face bad things from time to time, just so we realize all the good things that we have and to get out of that and become better people. At least that's the way I think of it at this moment. I also made this video, besides reflection, I saw everybody's video on their journal ecosystems, and I wanted to do a journal ecosystem myself. These are some journals that I have, some journals that I bought recently, and I kind of want to go over what I'm using and what I'm not, and what worked for me and what I loved and didn't. I tried all different types of journals, and I'm so excited to show every single one with you guys. But before that, I do want to reflect on something, at least for myself, but I'm hoping it helps at least like one person, because sometimes I watch these types of videos whenever I feel stumped, I feel in a slump, I feel a little depressed, things like that. Usually I'm somebody that does go out on New Year's Eve, even if it's just for a walk, but this year I decided to stay home. I ordered takeout. I ordered, some caviar and stuff from Whole Foods. I literally got these diamond paintings from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to be doing them later. I took a shower. I did my hair. I'm in some of my favorite PJs. I'm obsessed with leopard print this year. Even my bedding is leopard print. I'm crazy obsessed. Like, if you know me, especially as of lately, you know how obsessed I am with leopard print. So even though I had this meticulous plan and I'm like, I'm gonna go this, and I'm gonna go to Bryant Park Market, and I'm gonna go to Rockefeller, even though it's the worst time probably to go, but I wanted to feel festive. I'm gonna do this and that and that. And then I realized yesterday, I was like, it is too cold for all of that. My allergies are going to be crazy. I'm unfortunately allergic to the cold. When I walk, it feels like crazy throbbing pain. My legs get all red, and it gets to the point where I literally cannot walk, and I feel like I want to peel my skin off. So I knew if I went out today, as I would not be having fun, because I would constantly be worried about and having to stop just to rest, and I just wouldn't have enjoyed it whatsoever. So I decided this year I will stay home. I got my stuff from Whole Foods. I'm going to turn on a movie. I have jazz music playing in the background. I just finished The Pit. Amazing show, by the way. If you have HBO and you like the medical type of shows, you need to watch it. So yeah, I had a whole different backup plan that I didn't expect, and it was spontaneous. But this is something that I had to teach myself, especially this year, is to, one, not expect all of my plans to go through, because either there is going to be something better for me, or it's just not meant to happen at that time, or it's meant for my protection. And be spontaneous, be more spontaneous. And I had to remind myself that it's okay to be in the present. Sometimes I overthink and I overplan and I over worry about the future, but I have to remind myself I am in the present. I am here right now. My feet are on this ground. Why am I thinking ahead over something that I don't know whether it's going to even happen or not? So why am I stressing over that when I could worry about what do I have going on right now, and then go from there. Take it day by day. And from there, it will hopefully work out. And that's what I want to try and remind myself more of in this upcoming year, because I think a lot about the future and I sometimes mourn over the past, but I forget where I am right now. And I forget that so many great things happened to me this year that I never expected to happen, that happened in a blink of an eye, that I could have never even imagined or dreamt about. And there are bad things that also happen that I didn't expect, but I got out of it and I got through it, and it was okay. And life was okay. And we move on. And I feel as long as I'm alive and I'm breathing and I can walk on my 2 feet and I can think for myself and I can see and feel and everything like that, and that's more than enough. And everything else will resolve itself. If my mother always tells me, health is wealth. Like, if you have your health, you have everything in this world. Because when you have your health, you could use it to solve almost any problem. But if you lose your health and you constantly have to rely on people to help you and things like that, that's when it becomes really tough. And that's when I feel like you're really in a problem. So, as long as I have my health and as long as I'm focused on the present and where I am now and how far I've come from a month ago or a year ago or 2 years ago, that is what matters. And that's something that I want to constantly remind myself. I met 2 of my closest friends a couple of months ago. We haven't seen each other in like years, and somehow our schedules just coordinated, and we were all catching up on life and where we are in life. And one of my friends tells me, I've seen your Instagram photos, you're like living it up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, thank you. But and I had like little doubts. I'm like, with everything that I've been doing, little part of me is always like, you're not doing enough, or it's never going to be enough, which is a horrible mentality to have. But, my friend told me, the only way from here on out is up. And I keep reminding myself that the only way is up. And so that is what I'm going to remind myself. And hopefully you guys remind yourselves that, whatever you've been through this year, the only way from here on out is up. As long as you're, putting effort in whatever it is, even if it's the smallest of efforts, hopefully it will be repaid back tenfold. And I am a strong believer of that. If you put effort and if you hustle, you work hard, you are a big dreamer, and you focus on where you are right now and try not to overwhelm yourself, then everything will work out for you. And that is what continues to give me hope. But I need to install that in my brain more, because sometimes I go through these horrible moments where I overthink and I'm like, I've done nothing with my life. And then I have to be woken up by like my mom or my friends or my siblings, and they'll be like, hey, like, you're doing fine. Like, you can walk, you can talk, you can breathe, you can think for yourself, you've done this, you've done that. Like, you're fine. It may not be where you want to be right now, but you're fine, and you're gonna get there when you need to get there. It's not meant for you right now, but it will be meant for you at some point, or you will get something even better than beyond your wildest dreams. And I get proven that time and time again when I think I want something and I really, really, really want it, and then I'm like, wait, like, and then something comes across for me that's better than I expected, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is why this is why God maybe didn't give me that at that moment. There is a verse in the Quran that I'm gonna like rephrase it because my Arabic is not that strong to say it like that. I don't want to make mistakes, but it basically goes, and my mom reminds me of this line all the time. Sometimes we might hate something and it's actually good for us. And sometimes we want something that we think is going to be super great and super good for us, and it turns out to be not good for us. So I have to remind myself of that. I have to remind myself to be of the present, and I have to remind myself to just be open to life. And it can be spontaneous. We get so many spontaneous experiences in our life that we never imagined, and they turn out to be amazing for us. And so I have to be more open to life and its beauty and its bounty and its jewels, and just experience everything and be in the present. That is what I want to reflect on, and that is what I hope to take with me to 2026 and focus more on that. And I'm going to use this video as a way to look back whenever I feel like I'm losing and I'm thinking about the future, and I'm thinking about, what if I'm not doing enough? What if I'm not doing this correctly? Well, even though it's not good and comparison is the thief of joy, but sometimes you can't control yourself and you compare yourself, and then you're like, get overwhelmed, and you're like, you're not doing it right. But then be in the present. It's okay to be in the present. It's okay to, look around you and see you have a roof over your head, you have your health, you have food, you have shelter, you have water, you have these simple things that we take for granted. Those are things that not everybody has, and even these little things we should constantly be grateful for. And when I remind myself of that, I'm like, you know what, I'm doing just fine. I'm where I need to be, and when I need to be somewhere else or somewhere better, it will come in due time. So with that, all I said, this inspired one of the journals that I want to start doing. I have a Twitter account, and it literally has no followers. I have it privated. It's mainly for me to kind of keep record of everything I did. And I'm somebody that always takes pictures. Like if my family's watching this or my friends are watching this, I'm always taking pictures, even of the most mundane things. Like I could take a picture of the sky, I could take a picture of a pretty flower, things like that. I will be taking pictures. I love taking pictures. So I have that Twitter, and I take pictures, and I make the day. I'm like, January 1st, I did this, or I went to get coffee from my favorite place, or I had a good day at work, or I had a beautiful view while I was taking, the bus or the train or the ferry or whatever, things like that. So instead of using social media this year to kind of keep an archive, I wanted to do it on this beautiful book and just have pictures and just write little things that made me happy. And this is going to be separate from my little diary where I journal. This, I want it to be more so of like a time capsule. So I have photos of me. This is me during Eid with traditional clothing. And this is from a photo booth that I did this summer. And then I have here my vision board of things that I want to do. And I did a little, cute page. And then I want to start documenting. That is my goal for this year. I got this off of Amazon. I got the pages and everything off of Amazon, even the little clip. And I bedazzled it with my initial. And the pen that fell, again, I'm super obsessed with leopard. I got all of these from Amazon. I have like the whole pack. And to continue off of my leopard obsession, I also have this that I got from Still Classics. I was actually so worried because of like the tariffs and everything that I was gonna have to pay extra, because this is originally a Canadian company, but they also have warehouses in the US, which is amazing. I got this as a planner. Again, here's the leopard pen. And it is the prettiest, sleekest thing ever. I have already started using it to plan things. But again, I do want to remind myself, again, I have vision board here. I do want to remind myself that it's okay if my plans go to fail. It's okay to be spontaneous. But I do want to have some like grounded situation. I already have some plans happening. Who knows if it will happen or not, but that is okay. At least I have something going and something to look forward to besides work and home. But it is the prettiest thing ever. And every month I'm trying to go to like February or something like that. Every month she starts off with this pretty quote. Everything about this is just so gorgeous, and I love it so much. Here. So, believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. I love the style of script. It is so cute. And then if you do an order, it comes with free stickers. So I got these. I don't know if I'm going to use them, but free is free, so why not? And I also have these little what do you call them, like sticky notes, bookmarks that I got from Amazon. I am so excited to use this, and it's not too big that I can carry it in my big bag and just jot down. I find this so beautiful. I am like trying to stop myself from getting the other colors, but I'm like, am I gonna really use it? I'm not gonna really use it. So this is beautiful enough for me, and it matches. It's so cute. Next, something that I used this year that I wasn't sure if I was going to like or not, but I turned out to love it, is my junk journal. Oh my gosh, I didn't even fill it all the way yet, so I'm probably going to continue using the same one for 2026 and just add 2026 here. But I love how much I was able to fill in. And again, it's like a little time capsule for me. Like, oh my gosh, look, I did all of this and I went to this place and I did this thing, and it's just so fun to do. So, and it's very creative. So I can't wait to continue this. This is something I'm going to continue doing. I got this specific book from Michael's, but I'm sure you can find it from anywhere. Some of the stickers I got from AliExpress. And yeah, that's it. All you literally need is glue and to collect your papers and stuff, whatever you need to junk journal. I also got this Louise Carmen journal last year. If you've seen my older videos, I raved about this book. I was going to use this to, if I'm watching any documentaries, any nonfiction books, to kind of jot down notes. I didn't really do much. I kind of stopped at March, but I definitely want to get back to doing that. It is just so pretty, and I feel like I'm working my brain in a way beyond just watching it. I want to absorb and truly comprehend what I'm reading, and this book is just too beautiful to not use. I got this from a local bookstore, but I'm sure you could also get it online. I got it from Goods for the Study. I think that was what the bookstore was called. I also had this Quran journal that I bought that I haven't really used in a while, and one of my goals is to get closer to my religion and be more grounded and do just beyond the bare minimum. So I want to get back into doing that. And again, it's a beautiful, beautiful journal. You know, the person who made this, like, you focus on different verses, different surahs, things like that. I want to show you a couple of pages. Like this, you can't tell me this is like beautiful to just jot down and take notes. And it actually gives questions where you go and dig and really figure out, what am I reading? What am I understanding? This is a perfect starting ground for that. I got this on Amazon. I cannot wait to use it again. Finally, I do have a little travel journal where I just jot down my thoughts, good or bad. And this was a really good technique to help me cope more with my thoughts. I don't know if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to get a new one. I'm really leaning towards a new one, but I haven't even ordered anything yet, so I don't know. But I also think I'm going to just use this first. My mom got me this on my birthday. She knows how much I love notebooks, and it has my name. So I might use this first, and then if I need more, I could just go buy a new book or use this and just get an insert. I'm not 100% sure yet. But these are all my little stationery junk journal ecosystem. And I hope each and every one of you that's watching this has a happy new year. I hope it's a good year to you. It's more amazing than the last for sure. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful year, and let me know your thoughts, let me know your reflections too, and I hope you have a good day wherever you are. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and I hope you have a happy new year.